Welcome back, and in this lesson we're going to show you how you can set up your form in order to post data to your Google spreadsheet. So we saw earlier that, again, I've got way too many windows happening here, but we saw earlier that we're able to post, and we set that up within the Google script so that it actually can retrieve posts. So next we need to load that, and we need to set that up within our form. So we can always load all of the data. So that's all working, and that was confirmed before from the earlier lessons. So this time, let's set up a way to post some content to our Google form. So first of all, we need a form in order to pick up that data, and I'm going to call it something silly like my form. And then next, let's create some elements here. And we'll create some divs. And then within the divs, we can have a number of inputs. Type text input, and we'll give it a name. So these names actually have to match the column headers that we have. So the same ones that we used if we want those values to be sent in. So value, and let's put a default value first name. So I don't always have to keep typing that in. And close off that input. And I'm not going to add a label, I'll just do first name like this. And we can also add in a line break if we want as well. So next, let's duplicate this format. So we've got as many columns as we have. We can have forms. So we had a number of them, and we also added in an additional one. So let's add that one in as well. So we had first name, we had last name. So let's update these values. And again, these have to match the headers. We also had one called company. So again, update the names to match with what we're expecting to retrieve back. We had a group. And then the last one, I believe, was email. And we'll just add in that email and then a default email value. So there we go. So next thing that we need is we need a way to submit this form. So we can just do a button here. Type of button is submit button. So this will submit our form. And we'll just call it submit. So ID of submit as well. Send data to Google Sheet and save. So there we go. So let's take a look and see what this looks like in our HTML page. So there we go. So it's all output. Form is ready, and of course it's not doing anything right now. It's simply passing it within the headers there, so it's not hooked up to anything yet. So that's the next step, to use our jQuery or JavaScript, whatever you're using, in order to pick up the click event that the form is submitted, and then we need to post using Ajax. We need to post that data to the Google Sheet. So that's coming up next. So go ahead and set up your input form for your Google spreadsheet, and don't forget to match the headers, because that's going to be really important that the headers are actually matching with the headers that you're using. And we can see that within here we match them so that with the Google Sheet, the Google script can actually match those up and deposit the values in the correct columns. So that's coming up next, how to do the post Ajax.